Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M60. It's a tier 10 reward tank. It's located on the north spawn, I think it's the north spawn, of Steps Encounter, and it's under the command of Awppenheimer, and he's got 2 marks on the barrel already. Well, he's certainly been working this tank, and it is a rather special tank because to get one of these you have to be rather good, because they don't give them out to everyone. In fact, very few people actually get M60s, so they are fairly rare on the battlefield, but if you do see one, try to kill it quick because this is quite a dangerous medium. Now, it's basically an M48, a pattern tank that's been upgraded quite considerably, and the Armed Forces of America actually made 17,000 of them. They weren't actually all in the US Army, some were in the US Marine Corps as well. You can see that big cupola right up on top. Most American tanks have them. This one does, and it's got a 105mm gun capable of 390 alpha, and the reload time 7 seconds, quite fast. Ricocheted off the T-54 lightweight, but he's positioned himself nicely so he can get another shot into the guy, but the T-54 knows full well how much danger he's in, but that guy doesn't, and that's the T-49. Takes around 3-4-18, which is a high roll. He locks on, but the T-49 comes up. Oh, he's got a fire. He's set him alight. But it looks like he had a manual fire extinguisher or a very good crew. And here comes the T-54 lightweight. And Oppenheimer took a round for 254. Now, I'm sorry about that click, 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 click noise. We still haven't been able to get rid of it. T-49 took another round, but he's out the game, and that's the first kill for Oppenheimer. The other T-49, well, he's badly damaged. He took a ram. One more shot to kill, and he's gone. That's simple. Oh, another one. Another T-49. He got hit in the ammo rack. He's had to put that straight back in again. Okay, cupola. Yep, straight through, and he's down. Strip got him. So you can see this tank really works well in the hands of somebody who really knows how to use it. Locking onto Conqueror. Guess, oh no, he didn't get it. I thought he was going to get the turret of the Conqueror at this range. T-54 lightweight was coming up the trench, but he's actually going back now. And Oppenheimer positions himself nicely behind a rock so he can't be hit. Puts around into the Conqueror, 475, that's a high roll. He seems very comfortable with these positions. Almost like he knows exactly where to slide into to be safe from the enemy. Shot in the Skoda T50 at long range, 386, low roll. Might be able to get another round into that Conqueror if he backs up. Okay, T30. Nope, didn't get it. That click noise only comes in when you actually do damage, and it's, I'm afraid, yes, it is connected with the Klaus mod. One day I will learn how to get rid of it, even if I have to install a new computer to do it. Fires blind. Oh, he got him! A blind shot! Because he had the aim on the target, but he wasn't looking at the target when he fired, just in general direction basically. Ah, Death Star. That one did a low roll, but it's still good. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, T30 again. This time around he does get the hit. Strip 1030, yes, nice round, 437 high roll. Potentially he's got the high caliber now. Okay, just checking on that T30 again to the south. His teammates are highlighting that one. Death Star, well, I'm not sure if he can get a shot there because I think it is behind the rock. 277's moving up, he gets killed by the T49 on our team. The Death Star has actually just poked his nose, or not his nose, but his rear out, and Oh, didn't get the pen. No, that would have been nice. Striv's out again. Hello. And he takes another round, another high roll, 439. This fast reload of the 105 really is good. So good. You can see why this tank is so deadly. He just caught the rear tracks of that vehicle just as it went behind the rock. It's the E4. Yeah. Oh, got the cupola at range. Now, can he get one into the side of him just as he comes around that rock? Actually, he went for the rear and he got it. So that's his 4th kill. And our team are capping. He's going to fire in that direction just in case the Striv was there, but couldn't see him. Nope. Now he's actually firing the standard APCR on this this tank, on this gun. It actually has loads of heat rounds. Look at this, 20 heat rounds. Normally Awppenheimer fires the premium ammo, almost spamming it at the enemy, you might say, but they've capped out to win. But in this one he didn't need to, because this gun is just so good with the standard APCR. And the second battle is in the Object 268. Now this is the tier 10 Soviet tank destroyer, based on the T10 hull and carrying a 152mm gun, the M64, capable of doing 750 alpha, but it's got a fixed forward mounted gun. Now these tanks were designed to be less than 50 tons because there was a directive from the Politburo that no vehicle should actually be pew-sized. I don't think it was Politburo, I think it may have been one of their directives or bureaus, saying that all tank destroyers or tanks had to be less than 50 tons. And I think the reason for that was mainly down to the fact that the Soviet army was concerned that they wouldn't be able to cross bridges in Europe if they did invade Europe. I don't think they really had that in mind, really. But if they did, they had to be able to cross the bridges, and of course you couldn't do that with a tank that was too heavy, because otherwise you'd have to bring your own bridge supports. Okay, we've got a Lerva by the side, puts a round straight through the side, and he was seen, so he did pull back in time to avoid fire, but he is actually pulling forward even though he's been spotted. And the Ferdinand's looking this way. Well, he goes straight through the Ferdinand for 762. A high roll. He's already clocked up 1.4k of damage. The Ferdinand is toast if another round hits him. And it does. Okay, looks like we've got a Malshin over there coming this way. Looks like he's next target. Ah, but something interesting. A Leopard 1 has been seen up on the hill. Can he get a shot to this guy? Doesn't really want to get shot in the side by the Leopard's 105mm. He pokes around the corner and dies. So 2 kills now for Awppenheimer. Who's next? The Malshin doesn't seem to want to come around that corner, and the Leopard has now been replaced by a T-54. And he did fire around in this direction, so he knew who killed his teammate, and he obviously wanted to get a shot at Awppenheimer while he could. But he's gone around the other side of the rock, and now it's the Lerva who's actually firing in. But he couldn't pen. T-54's the other side of that tower, but he's more than likely going to come back as soon as Awppenheimer's paying attention to someone else. Okay, we can't really get a shot on that Malshin, just the top of his turret showing. Okay, could probably hit that 152. And he's taken him out of the game. So that's his 3rd kill. And this time round he gets hit in the tracks by the Lerva. But I think the Lerva's done that once too often. And now he's going back to the garage. Yep, that's his 4th kill. Yeah, not a good idea to draw the attention of a tank that's got A 152mm gun with 750 alpha, you are going to suffer because you've got no armor. The Lova does have a very good 105mm gun, but it really doesn't have the armor to stand up to that sort of punishment. Malshin backing up. Oh my god, he got him! With just that sliver of the turret to aim at. He hit the Malshin, but he only got him for 700 hit points. Now we've got a Renegade up on the hill, poking through that gap. He'd be very foolish if he tries at the moment. We've got a GSOR nearby to help guard us. The new British turreted tank destroyer with a 4-shot magazine. Okay, T-95 Doom Turtle right through his engine bay for 702. Let's see, he aims specifically to get the engine bay. He's either trying to get that or he's trying to get the ammo rack, but he can't see the target now. But he knows where the target was. So he lines up a shot and fires in that direction. I think that might have been trying to aim at the 263, but there's a lot of enemy tanks up there. And now we've got a Foch, but he's not going to be loaded in time for... Oh, it's an Indian Panzer. There's the Foch. Which target do we go for? Foch. Didn't get through. Didn't hit the viewports on top. That's the weak spot. Ah, Indian Panzer about to die. Well, didn't die. Very lucky to only get a 666, a very low roll. And it looks like... Oh, there he is. And that one hit his tracks. In fact, we've been hit twice, or 3 times, 4 times, without effect. Can we get this shot in time? No, unfortunately not. We're 1 tank down on the enemy at the moment. But the good news is that we are ahead of the enemy when it comes to hit points. And that's mainly down to Awppenheimer, who's got 5.2k of damage already. And there is the Doom Turtle. Gives us his side and another 706 hit points. He's now up to just under 6k. He's certainly going to earn some credits out of this game. Right, which target first? Indian Panzer's gone up on top of the hill. He's probably going to want to try and get a shot back on us. Remember, that's a 90mm gun that guy's got, but he could probably still pen a 268 if he gets the right angle. E100 comes into sight. It's got that new skin. Doesn't get through the armor, has to pull back quick before the E100 responds. But he didn't get seen. Indian Panzer's taken into the 2nd position. He's gone over to that corner, trying to poke through and get a shot into Oppenheimer's side. E100's gone around the corner because he doesn't want to get hit again. You can see that GSOR's relocated himself as well, just a short distance away. But he probably reckons if he stays near the 268, he's going to get in trouble. Oh my god, he got the E100, 404, right through the roof of the turret. But he was seen, so he needed to get back quickly, otherwise that Foch would have him. Remember the Foch 155 over there, autoloader, high caliber gun. Doesn't want to get hit by that if he can help it. And that 263 is looking this way. Lower plate. He still penned it, even though he didn't hit the weak spot. And he can probably get another shot in. And that's the end of his game. So that's 6 kills now. He's got a top gun. Potentially he's got the high caliber. In fact, I think it's almost a certainty that he's got the high caliber. And he's now decided, yeah, I'm not going to stick around anymore. I'm going to drive in. First victim is going to be the Malshan. Locks on. One shot. Takes him out of the game. That's 7 kills. There's only the M53, M55 up on the plateau overlooking their cap area. And I think the strip 1030 is going to take him. So it's now up to Awppenheimer to go in and see if he can get the last 3 kills. Well, last 2 kills. 1 kill needed for Radley's. Just 1. It's the Renegade he's going after first. Probably not going to get a kill with 1 shot, but it'd be nice if he did. But certainly can get a 1 shot on the Indian Panzer. That's a Radley Waters. Took around from the Renegade. He's now got the help of a T10, which is what this tank destroyer is based on. Takes another round from the Renegade, but he... Oh! Now what happened there? I think he hit his teammate, and I think that's going to cost him a medal. And now they're running around him because his tracks have gone, but the game's over. Oh dear. T10, you cost Awppenheimer a medal. He had that target in his sights. He was ready to finish him off with 1 shot, and you drove straight through his field of fire. And I think you've cost him a medal. Well, we'll look at the battle results for the first battle first with the M60, and then we'll go on to the 268. Well, in the first battle, he got a second-class tanker, fire for effect, fighter badge, duelist, hand of God, and a bruiser medal. And he did get the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a win rate of 9844. And he certainly does exhibit the win rate to go with his true statistics. He is a super unicum player. There's no doubt about it. We look at the team score, we can see that he was the highest damage with 7,239 hit points. Nobody else near him except that maybe the mouse, 5,407 to him. When it came to kills, again he's got the highest number with 4, 2 kills to 4 other tanks. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in that one. All 3 columns, 904 base for the M60, 834 goes to the mouse, 735 goes to the strip 1030. He fired 27 shots in that game, got 21 direct hits and 18 penetrations, damage of 7,239 hit points, of which 3,828 were at more than 300 meters. He earned 82,967 credits from the game and 7,000 for completing a mission, but after ammunition and consumables, he actually made a tiny loss, 684 credits, inconsequential, no problem at all. 7 bonds earned, and 4,136 XP. So a very good 7.2k damage in the M60. A very rare tank, but a very good tank. And if you can get one of them, you're going to have a lot of fun. Let's have a look at the second battle in the Object 268. And yes, he's missing the high caliber medal. Oh dear. It cost him another medal. High caliber, he got the ace tanker rather, a Reaper badge, a shell proof, a duelist, a fire for effect, and a bruiser out of the minor medals. He picked up a Radley Waters medal for killing 8 enemy tanks. That's an epic. He got a steel wall for blocking the most damage, a Top Gun for dealing at least 6 kills, and a win rate of 14,158. But did he get the high caliber? Well, I think you know the answer to this one already. It says 8.6k. Yes, he did get the highest damage, but that last shot, the shot that was aimed to kill the enemy tank, and unfortunately it went straight into the T10 instead of the Renegade and cost him a high caliber. It's not his fault. It was the fault of the T10, who just drove straight through the field of fire. He should have realized that was a 152mm gun. But no, you see, people have become careless since team damage was taken out of the game. And now that they realise that their own team can't harm them, they will barge past somebody, even if it means that they block a shot that comes from a teammate and costs them a medal in the process. But in this case, it definitely did cost Awppenheimer quite a lot. So he misses out on the high caliber, but he still did 8,645 hit points. The next high scorer being the E100 that he took out. He got a high caliber instead for 6,249. Yes, it went from Awppenheimer to the E100. He got it. He must have been thinking, I didn't do the highest damage, so how did I get the medal? Yeah, it's that T10 player who cost you the medal. Whoop. Why isn't that coming back? There you go. Yes, Rulas 360. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Naughty boy. Anyway, 8 kills, definitely the highest number of kills. The next high scorer being the 3 earned by the Strib 1030 and the Leopard 1 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, 1,392 to Awppenheimer, 1,041 to the Strib 1030, and they were the only two to get over 1,000. If we look at the detail report, 20 shots fired, 19 direct hits, 15 penetrations, damage of 8,645 hit points, of which 5,312 were up more than 300 meters. So a lot of long-range sniping, and the shells tend to go exactly where you want them to go. Well, most of the time they do. 13 hits received, 4 penetrations, 9 non-penetrations. A lot of shells will just bounce off it, but if you can get the side of an Object 268 or the rear, then you can deal it a lot of damage. 2,200 hit points of damage blocked by armor. On a free-to-play account on this occasion, he actually earned 60,820 credits for the game, but he got a personal reserve bonus and a reward for completing a mission, and his total came to 100,049 credits, but after ammunition, consumables, repair, he ended up with a 27,383 credit loss for the game, which is, or is that correct? I think it is correct, yes. Or is it? No, actually 58. No, that's wrong. It's a 27,383 profit. These figures are not adding up correctly. That showing in red, but if you deduct those figures from that, you actually end up with 27 positive. So why is that a loss? No, it's not a loss. It's just the way that the system is recording it. 7 bonds. And his base XP was 1,392 as you saw, and he took away 2,784 experience points altogether. So apart from that anomaly at the end, and of course that very bad luck that the T10 driver drove right through his field of fire, great game by Awppenheimer again, shows the Object 268. It's a really good tank destroyer with a huge gun, a bit like its brother, the Object 268-4 or Object. Which is actually quite a deadly tank destroyer, but I've taken them out with Arty. You just need to hit them in the right spot and they will go up. But great game. Radley Walters, steel wall, no high caliber. Oh dear. If you enjoyed these replays, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a footnote down below in the comments, because it helps the algorithm. It helps rank these games higher. And thank you very much if you do leave a comment, because some of them are actually quite enjoyable. And thank you for watching.